one of the things I do actually enjoy is going to the gym, even if it's for a cup of coffee. But because of finances recently, I haven't been able to go. Because of chronic fatigue syndrome, I did join I've been with a 24-hour gym, so it didn't matter if I went at 3 o'clock in the morning, because with CFS you don't really have days and nights, you have eyes open and eyes closed. Excuse me. And I need to get out to the gym, so that's going to be a priority for me going forwards, because my finances are stabilised a little bit. I have to negotiate a couple of credit cards, so basically health, fitness and finances and housing, legal stuff at the top of my list at the moment. But I was going to go to the gym today, but I realise it's Sunday and it's probably best to start off tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting. And actually I've got a load of paperwork I've got to do today and find a couple of videos. I realised that the other channel where I've been putting the toxic evidence it can appear very negative if you don't know the intentions behind it. That's very sort of matter of fact. As I said in the introduction, I've bust a gut and been quite inventive and creative in how to get around certain obstacles. Some of which I'm going to drop because they're just not worth it. But things like being duffed up by hospital staff, no, I'm going to have to sit that out. I just hope people, like the police and the people at the hospital, are going to be honest, because and hopefully the compensation from that will pay off my credit cards. But I don't know how long it's going to take. So I feel a little bit buoyed by that. Knowing that I can tell credit card companies that and say, look, well, when I get it, you've got it. Maybe they could lend me a lawyer. I don't know. Who knows? But so yeah, health and fitness. I have, for years, there was a disability benefit called Disability Living Allowance, or DLA, and with an assessment once a few years ago, I actually fell asleep in the chair right in front of the assessor, and there's nothing more dangerous than falling asleep. I'll give a couple of silly examples. I was trying to get to Orpington from Victoria Station. I fell asleep on the train, woke up on the coast in St Leonard's, got shaken awake. And then another time I was going from Waterloo to Clapham Junction, and I woke up in Southampton. I always wake up at the end of the line. I don't want to head north just in case I end up in Scotland. But I also have to carry my consultant's letter with me, just to prove that I didn't intentionally go past where I had my ticket for. And of course I've got to come back. And actually with that letter, people are very understanding and very kind. Without it, you're up Doodah Creek without a paddle. So it's just remembering to have the letter in your pocket, all those things. You do really have to think ahead and think what could possibly go wrong, and then you get labelled paranoid. No, I'm not paranoid. It's happened. I don't want it to happen again because it's already happened once. So yeah, I will take my time. Don't rush me, because I don't want to wake up in Southampton again at 11:30 at night with no trains back and have to walk around the station, try and keep warm with not enough money for a hotel. But, that kind of thing. So I really dislike the word paranoid, because it's a really slovenly, sloppy way of, it's preta insulte, isn't it, really? I think it's a really lazy term just to sort of try and smear people who are behaving in a certain way because they don't want a repetition of what, they've got red flags going off in their mind. I think those are rational fears, not fears but considerations. Irrational fears are a completely different thing. That is paranoia. But society's got very sloppy in its terminology of people not wanting to get damaged again. So, a silly example. My family used to get into a habit of, they would go and get themselves ready, go and get changed and do their hair and brush their teeth and all that kind of stuff, and then they'd come down and say, "Oh, do you fancy going out? Do you fancy going here, going there?" I'd be, "Okay, well, hurry up then." I thought, well, you just gone and spent half an hour getting yourself ready. Why didn't you tell me you were thinking about it? Give me time to get ready too. And then this, about 5 minutes later upstairs, they'd be jangling their gears, go, come on. And it's, I don't like people who try and wrong foot other people for no reason. I don't know what benefit they actually gained from that. There you go, just odd people who I've got nothing to do with going forward. But enough experience of that, you think, well, okay, I can see the trap. But there you go. And in the end, you go, well, why don't you go without me then? I won't go. Oh no, but then it comes. Oh, I'd like your opinion on this. Well, you'd have to wait for that then, won't you? It's going to take me half an hour to look natural. So, yeah, it's going to be good. I'm happy doing this on the 1st of December rather than the 1st of January. As I said in the introduction, I've got this Seal of Solomon or Star of David thing in my chart. So I don't tend to have big New Year type things. I have one every 2 months. And it sort of coincides with the Celtic tree thing. I'm big in November, I'm big in January, I'm big in March. So I sort of have 6 mini New Years. And the Egyptians used to count in 60s, so with that you get 60 days of the cycle. So I like having sort of in the stock market, some commodities and stuff move in 60 days. It's 2 lunar cycles, so that's how I sort of wiggle around. Don't know if anybody else can get any inspiration from that. No, it doesn't always work out brilliantly, especially when people are sort of, if you imagine yourself as Penelope Pitstop, people are trying to put sort of spikes and oil slicks in your way. Help! But it's only temporary, isn't it? You just got to go over it, under it, round it, or bust through it. But I might do a little rash of things. Oh gosh, this is 8 minutes. Gosh, you can talk. So I'll knock this on the head now. But yes, I was absolutely floored that when Pluto went into Aquarius, I thought the sky was going to fall in that day. I didn't get out of bed. I felt absolutely marmalised. But excuse me, because my moon is my natal Pluto was like 0.1 degree of Libra. It's now 60 degrees on from that in Aquarius. So I really felt it. I thought, whoa. I felt I was almost strapped into my bed that day. It's past now. It passed on Thanksgiving Day. I really felt a difference that day. Whatever was going on, up above us then, it was almost like a release from something. I don't care talking astro. I don't care talking energy or illness or injuries, what have you. I'm not going to labour the point, but it's the considerations that you can sort of fit into the big sandwich. So it's more of a fruit salad, really. Please, if you don't like it, please don't come back. Don't do it to yourself. So, I might as well knock this on for 10 minutes, mightn't I? So, there you go. Onwards and upwards. Feeling rather chippy today. Anyway, I'm not going to go over 10 minutes. Take good care. Speak to you soon.